Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a review on my Chanel mini rectangular flap bag. So over here is my Chanel mini rectangular flap. It's in the black lambskin leather and the silver hardware. I've done a review video on this, I think maybe about like a month back, and I mentioned in that video that I was going to be doing a follow-up review on this bag, so here it is. If you haven't watched that reveal video, then I'm going to link it down below so you guys can watch it and you can know more about the bag. But basically in that video, I talked about the rarity of this specific rectangular flap. So to summarize that video, basically, I just talked about how this specific piece was a rare one-of-a-kind item in the Chanel collection because it only came out for 2 seasons. So I'll just more or less repeat what I mentioned in that previous video. But basically, this was a 15 series bag, which means it was made from 2011 to 2012. And in those 2 years, that's when Chanel first released the rectangular shape of the mini flap. So this was actually the first ever version of the rectangular flap. And what makes it so rare and special is because it comes with the 4 grommets, as you can see over there. So I'll try to do close-up videos to show you guys the bag in more detail. So I won't really talk much about the history of this rare piece anymore because I already talked about it in my reveal video. So the video that I'm doing today will be more about the actual specifications of the bag and a full in-depth review of what I think about it after having owned it for a few months now. I mentioned in that previous video that this mini rectangular flap is the same size as the current rectangular flaps that they sell nowadays, but I actually think that that's untrue. I've seen a few more rectangular flaps that are from the current season, and I feel like this is a little bit, I think, shorter than the ones that they produce now. So I got a measuring tape just to be very clear about it so you guys won't get mixed up and confused. So we'll do this in inches. So the actual length of this bag, and you guys can just probably compare it with the specifications of the current mini rectangular R. I think those are available on the internet. So for this bag, for the length, it is 7.5 inches in length. The height is, I would say, 5 inches. It's 5 inches for the height. And then for the width of the bag, this is like when it's not stuffed yet. I would say the width is at, let's just measure from the bottom. It's at 2.5, about 2.5 inches for the depth of the bag. So you guys can just compare it with what's on the internet for the actual rectangular mini flap size. But that's more or less the size of this piece from the 15 series, which is the first release piece. So those are the dimensions, and as I mentioned earlier, this specific piece is in the black lambskin, which is in the very, very soft leather. And as you can see, the structure, if you compare it to the current season or the current release mini flaps, the structure of this mini is very soft. Like, just a little, I don't want to pinch it, I don't want to squeeze it together, but basically just a little pressure and this bag is going to like squeeze in. And yeah, it's very pliable because it's in very, very soft leather. So it's just something that I'm scared to bring out because it's very soft leather. The structure is very soft as compared to the current mini flaps that they have these days. And then for the main part, the hardware, as you can see, it's in the silver hardware and with the chain as so, and the 4 grommets over here. So the best feature about this mini flap bag, which made me like it so much, is the 4 grommets. Because of the 4 grommets, you can carry the bag as so, like just as a shoulder bag. And I'll just add in some modeling shots for you guys, but basically like you can wear it as a shoulder bag like this. And then you can just easily adjust the strap as so to make it like a crossbody, which is how the current season minis are actually made. So the only negative thing about the current season minis is that they only have 2 grommets, so you only have one possible way to wear them, which is to wear them crossbody. But as for this one, you can wear it either crossbody or on the shoulder, which is why I really, really like it so much. And I feel like I scored a really great piece when I found this because it's just such a rare item nowadays. And then as for the interior, as you open it up, it's just like a red burgundy interior. Again, I can just like try to do some close-up shots. So that's something pretty cool about it, because not all the minis these days have the red burgundy interior anymore. It differs from season to season. There were some seasons that they did retain the burgundy interior, but there were some seasons that they just stuck with whatever color was outside. So if it was black outside, then they just used black interior. So it really just depends on Chanel whether or not they put in the red burgundy interior. But I think that having the burgundy interior is such a classic. So that was another great point for this bag, because it had that interior. Also, the interior, it has a zip pocket over here where you can put your cash, and aside from that, it has another compartment where you can put receipts or cash as well. So there's 2 compartments inside, and then at the back, as you can see, I just put like some cards in there. So over here you have the typical classic, I think it's the Mona Lisa, right? Mona Lisa pocket over here at the back, and it also has the burgundy interior inside. So for the actual review, I've actually been using this bag for a few months now. I would say maybe 4 to 6 months, and I just, oh my god, I love this bag, guys. Like, I feel like the only negative thing about it is that it's in very soft leather, which makes me so scared to bring it out and use it, because I feel like every time I use this bag, it just gets more worn out, and I don't really like the look of it being worn out. Like, because of the material, it's lambskin, the more you use it, the easier the signs of wear will show. So whenever I use this, I just feel like a part of me sinks when I use this bag, because I just feel like it would be worn out the more that I use it. But I just really love using it. I feel like this would definitely be better in caviar leather, and probably in a more structured leather. Although I don't know if I'm willing to forego the 4 grommets for a brand new rectangular flap in the caviar leather, because I feel like the current season rectangular caviar flap holds up way better than this season, because this, as I mentioned, it's very soft. And as you can see, like, even from the camera, I feel like you can already see how this bag would easily wear out eventually. So I absolutely love this bag, except for the fact that it's just so sensitive and so fragile that I'm scared to use it. But I always use it. Right now, this is my favorite party bag, because it's so easy to use, so easy to wear, and it matches so much of my outfits. I feel like these days I've actually been wearing this bag a lot more than my other 2 classic flap bags, like the reissue and the classic flap. The classic flap, I don't wear it out to parties that much, because you can't use it as crossbody. And the reissue, I wear that for like different occasions, but I feel like this is like a more casual bag. I could wear this bag to the mall, I could wear this grocery shopping, I could wear this going for a coffee run, I could wear this at a party, I could wear this at the club. Basically, I can wear this bag anywhere. And another thing that I really like about it is that it fits almost the same number of items as my Chanel medium large flap, which is like so weird, because this is so tiny compared to the Chanel medium large, but for some reason, the items that fit in that bag are the items that fit in this bag. I feel like it's because the medium large classic flap has a double flap, so it actually prevents you from putting more stuff in it. Whereas this bag, it's only a single flap, plus the leather is so soft, so it actually stretches out if you want to put more stuff inside. So it actually fits the same stuff as I can fit with a medium large flap, which is why I am really obsessed with this. To give you an example, I'll fill this bag up with a few of the things that I usually bring with me when I go out. So let's start with my phone. So this is the Galaxy Note 9, which fits perfectly inside, which is why I'm actually pretty glad that I didn't get the square mini, because I can only imagine, like, this phone will definitely not fit inside a square mini, so I'm glad that I actually purchased this one. And then, so obviously when I go out, I also need my charger. So I just like roll it up like this and put it in there. And then the actual adapter. And then obviously my eye drops, I cannot go out without my eye drops. So I just put that in there. Lipstick, so currently I'm using this Chanel Rogue Coco Mademoiselle shade. And we'll just put this in there as well. And finally, my sunglasses. I don't think it's gonna fit with the case. Yeah, so we'll just bring it out, and it fits right there. Oh, and I can even bring my earphones, like maybe if I'm traveling or something, I can just easily stick these in, as so. And then my cards, I usually put them at the back. I usually bring 3 cards, so that's my Starbucks card, my debit card, and my credit card, so they just stay in the back pocket. So I never put them in like a card case anymore, so I just put them at the back pocket. And as you can see, this is what it looks like inside. I'm not sure if you guys can see that, but it's super stuffed. But if you can see the side, because the leather is so soft, even if I filled it up, it will still close because the leather actually stretches out to accommodate your belongings. So this is what it looks like when it's full of items. And then when I go out at night, like when I go clubbing, I just remove my sunglasses and maybe the earphones, because why would you bring earphones with you clubbing? And then I would actually have space for my really bulky car keys. I don't have my car keys right now, but they fit perfectly in there along with my Louis Vuitton key holder. So that's how I usually pack this bag. And whatever's in here, that's always what I bring whenever I use my Chanel medium large flap. Nothing more, nothing less, which is why I end up using the mini flap more rather than the medium large, because I can actually wear this crossbody as compared to the medium large where I'd only have like 2 ways to wear it, which is basically over the shoulder or double strap over the shoulder. It's a very carefree bag and I just love wearing this. Absolutely no regrets in purchasing this bag. I almost feel like I love it more than my medium large flap in the gold hardware. Also, I get so many compliments whenever I use this bag. Unbelievably, a lot more people have complimented this bag rather than my medium large in the caviar leather. I've had my mom, my sister, I've had my guy friends actually say that the leather looks so soft. Like one of my guy friends actually once squeezed the bag because he thought it was so soft, and I was saying, don't squeeze it. Like, I was just like, this is freaking lambskin leather, don't squeeze it. And he's like, whoa, okay, like, I'm gonna back off. But yeah, it's very, very soft, and I've had tons of compliments on the leather of how soft it is. Like, people just want to touch it whenever they see it. So I guess that's something that's really nice about this bag, and it's just a great quality and feature about it. So there, that was basically my quick and hopefully in-depth review of this classic mini rectangular flap bag. It's a great bag and I would really recommend it if you're looking for a party bag or an everyday bag, which is just very on the go and stress-free. So that's about it for now. And again, if you guys like this video, then don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below and follow me on Instagram at TrishDLF. I hope you guys like this video and I'll be seeing you in my next one. Bye!